This is Xade, and we are back in our single-player survival world. You can see in the background, little island there. The sun's nice sunrise coming up over the mountain. Very nice, very nice. Little skeleton chilling. He's running for the trees because the sun's about to come up. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there's a zombie too coming towards me. Anyway, today I decided it would be a good idea because it has been so long. Time-wise, not episode-wise, of course, since we kind of took a look around the world. And while we don't have a ton of stuff in here, it's still a fairly new series. We should kind of catch up on what we've got going on, the different projects we have started, and that we can work on together and stuff. So I started over here at the farthest thing away. We are at our Guardian Farm. This was the ocean monument we found. And came over, cleared it out, cleared out all the water and everything. It's just, all that's left is the floor and the pillars that go down below. This guy's gonna come say hello. Well, hello, sir. I've been working on my bow shots since the last episode, since we were failing pretty bad the last time. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we've got going on here, if I could speak. We still need to come over, figure out what kind of Guardian Farm we want to make and get that going so we can get all this wonderful prismarine block stuff going on. But that's all we have over here. If we come down through our little tunnel, think faster. We just have this little hallway. We need to fancy all this up, build a farm, do all that jazz. And yeah, still got the cow down here. Yes, hello. Hello, Mr. Cow. That's who we used when we were drinking milk, fighting off the Elder Guardians and stuff. All the way back a few episodes ago. AKA, like, almost, 20 months ago. I don't know. Long time. So I'm going to hop in the minecart now. I'm going to head back to the rest of the base, but this ride is like 3 or 4 minutes long, I think. So I'm going to take a quick cut in the video and cut back in when we're back over to the base. Yes, that was about 3 minutes long. Just a big tunnel. It's only kind of developed to this point, but it is quite a bit of a distance over there. So here we are back in the main base. We'll start right over here. When we were originally digging this tunnel to go this direction, you can see we kind of come to the right and then back to the left, and then it continues at that same spot. That's because as we were digging this tunnel way back in the day, there is a zombie spawner straight in there. It's like straight, I don't want to say like right there. Where is this? Yeah, straight behind there. Probably about, I don't know, 8 blocks that way. There's a zombie spawner floating up in the air about here-ish. And so we put it in, we made just a dark room, got the water channels. It sucks the zombies in. They come, they fall down, they actually go through the floor right here, straight underneath. And then they come up inside this pillar, they come up, they come over, and they drop down, and we've just got our little kill box enabled here. We can flip the switch and it'll stop the zombies from coming in. Hit the button, it crushes them to the point where they're just one hit away from death, and then you just kill them. And then flip the lever and get the next batch. We don't use that much anymore. It was very helpful originally on the server, but now I just use the villager trading. It's just as fast, if not faster. For the most part, it's a little less AFKable, but it is just as efficient, if not more so. And it also yields piles and piles of emeralds and diamond gear and enchanting books and various things like that. So that's better. Here we have where we were going to expand this farm. I just combined the word expand and farm, if you're wondering what that was. We've got our automatic carrot farm here. We were originally going to build our automatic potato farm on this side and then build them up so there would be a little bit of layers for both. Carrots over there, potatoes over there, and then the storage down in the center. That's why this is set up this way. But of course, as we were digging this out, discovered that this area here, marked it off, tested it out, these are slime chunks right here. this chunk and I think this chunk over into the wall. Yeah, they're both slime chunks. And of course, can't really have a farm with slime chunks in it because the little spawn, even though the roof is a little bit lower, at the very least the smaller slimes can still spawn, and then they bounce and they'll crush all the crops. So that doesn't work out. So I had to pull the plug on this. Haven't done anything with it yet, but it's probably not a bad location to build a slime farm. So I can just have a bunch of the farms right here. Got potatoes there, carrots there, and you know, you could have the slimes here. So we'll see if we do that. And then I'm starting to hollow this spot out. Been working on that the last few days. I'm going to build a sugarcane farm here. Going to try to somewhat mirror the concept of this as far as the looks with the glass and the, you know, the different stones and stuff. So it looks at least somewhat similar to what's going on over here. And it'll be automatic sugarcane farm there. And then of course, yeah, we've got the potato farm, potatoes up there, carrots here. You can see the villager running around. I forget who originally came up with this design. I'd have to go back and look. But it's just your basic, the farmer runs around, he picks up the carrots. When he gets a little bit of a full inventory, he runs over to the villager that's trapped in the center there, and he tries to throw in the carrots. But of course he can't reach. They fall into the hoppers, they get sucked down below. My dog just stepped on a child's toy, if you're wondering what that strange noise was. It's probably going to talk again in a second. Anyway, so yeah, we've got that. We're working on that. There it is. The fake dog just sneezed in the background. Thank you, fake dog. In here, last time we had the little holes going on in the wall where we were farming our obsidian over there, lava over there, put the door in, combined the hallways. So now, yeah, I've just got this little room. This is where we're farming obsidian. And then over here is where we're farming lava for our furnaces. And as you can see, slight difference right here, this little pathway through the center of it. Farmed out a bit more lava, had to turn a little bit into obsidian to mine through. But this hallway mimics the hallway upstairs. I'll show you when that goes, when we go back up. This right here, straight over there, you can see I'll actually run down these hoppers right here. This is our potato and carrot farm. It's going, this one going in this bottom chest is the first one to fill up. Then it goes up a ways, not quite full yet, that's good. But we're building this tunnel. We'll put the sugarcane farm in right over here, and we might do the slime farm right over there, and they'll all come down into here with some type of item transportation system. We're going to use this little subway to move items. This follows the hallway, which I'll show you, comes down and around this way, and right here, our villager trading hall is just a few blocks that direction. You might be able to hear them. They're pretty quiet. I don't know if you'll hear it in the video or not. So let's pop back out and show. So that is following these bricks here that go down. It comes down, starts in the center of that, comes down this way, wraps around, follows this, turns through here, follows this hallway, and that ends right there. So we're going to have that come over here. And the idea is we'll have all those automatic farms over there for carrots, potatoes, and sugarcane that turns into paper, of course, and that'll automatically come over here. We'll build some kind of item sorter and a storage cell of some sort here so that when we go to trade with our villagers, instead of having to occasionally run back and forth grabbing handfuls and handfuls of potatoes and carrots, which we're just doing manually right now, they'll just automatically come over and fill up, and when we go to trade we can just keep, you know, just walk across the hall instead of all the way over there to grab a stack and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It'll just be here already, and that'll be really nice. And then because our storage area is just right here, we can even have some of those items like the slimes and stuff. The balls will just be able to go over into our storage unit, and that'll be really convenient. So that'll be another project we'll start working on as well. Got our enchanting table here. This is where I do my enchanting whenever I've got the levels from trading with my villagers, so it's kind of the main area I'm using right now. Of course, our Nether Portal there. Main lobby. You've probably seen this in plenty of videos if you've been watching the series. If not, this is, we'll go look up top in a second, but we started with the little area up top, and then when I got to the center I decided to dig down, so we dug out this whole massive tower going into the ground, And this is our new, this is kind of just the entryway. Got the beacon there, we're going to add more as we get them. And this, for now we just have the ladders going up. We'll go up in a second, like I said. Furnace array, very fancy, I know. We need to build a room for that. We need to fancy that up, spice it up a little bit at some point. Storage room, nothing fancy. Just, you know, kind of blended in to the rest of the cave, I guess. I don't even know what to call this, subterranean castle, whatever. Nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. Plenty of storage space. Over here we have our miniature, just quick, simple villager sorting area. You can set it up. I've got this area here. Sometimes with the, now that villagers have the actual box, it's a little harder to get the carts to go into them. But you can stick a cart right here, and then I just nudge it. It falls on top of them. One of them climbs in. The rail's powered, so it automatically spits them out right here. If I don't like them, we flip that. It crushes their heads until they die, because we're very humane here, right? And if we do like them, we just hit the button, and it flips the rail, powers this, shoots them up, and then we just have these villager slots. That's where all our guys that we trade with are. And we can just infinitely expand this as much as we want, turn it, whatever, and it'll just, as they come, you can see the rail, they'll just bounce to the next one, bounce to the next one, bounce to the next one until they reach the first empty slot, and then they just turn and fall into the hole where they get used as slaves, to trade with. Then over here, you can hear the golem, there's one dying right there. Up above where that guy just came from, we have our Iron Golem Farm villager breeding cell, which we'll take a look at together, but they just fall down into here. The golems get stuck right there, so they burn up in the lava. Iron falls into our chest over here. And the villagers can get through, they drop, they come down and around, and they end up in this sorting cell right here. Ooh, we got one of the newer green villagers. I need to update my villager knowledge, because I am not 100% sure what these guys do anymore. Green shirts, that's new. That also tells me my villager breeding cell is breeding, so something's off up there. We're going to have to look into that very soon. I've noticed the amount of villagers in here is growing tremendously. Let's see. Yeah, there's got to be at least 25, 30 guys in there right now. So we got to look into that. I'm not 100% sure why they're still breeding. It shouldn't be, but it seems to be. So we'll have to take a look and see if something's off, if something's changed since we played last. Just some basic melon, pumpkin farm, old charcoal generator. This is just sort of an area that's not really used anymore, but it still exists. And then, let's see, we just have our little bedroom. Very fancy, I know. It's my AFK room more than anything. I can sit in here and my farms can run, everything can run, but it's 2.5 tall, so the Enderman can't come in. Got the iron door, so just in case a mob gets in from somewhere, it can't get to us, so we're safe there. Let's go ahead and, you know what, let's sleep real fast. It looks like it's nighttime up there. One less thing to worry about with all the zombies trying to get to our breeding cells, because they do that a lot. It's kind of fun to watch. I could almost build a farm up there just to farm zombie stuff based on them just trying to get to the villagers that are up here. Still just have, whoa, that view doesn't work. Just have this basic ladder system still. Need to work on that at some point in time. Maybe create some kind of elevator, ender pearl, something or other. I don't know. We'll see what we get to. But here we are up top. You can kind of see how deep that is now. You can jump through the middle and land on the water, or you can go down the ladder. But here's the start of our base. This is where we started. Built this little farm entryway. Got all 4 crops. Got the beets, potatoes, carrots, wheat. Basically just for looks. Don't really use that for anything. Got our skeletal horses guarding the entryway still. Pretty fun, pretty fun. My donkey is still trapped in the box there. And that is mostly what we have, just the paths here, and there is a little bit of a cow farm over there. Just a little area to breed them with until I can actually bring them inside somewhere. Got the area cleared out so we can build stuff. The idea is to have some kind of little build in each corner. Right now we just have the Golem Farm over there. There's a couple villagers I think still trapped in there from way back when we were starting them before I chucked them down that hole and landed them in the water. And then we just have the moat. The moat goes all the way around this square. And I only have 2 of the 4 bridges installed still. But we do have this system, so it's closed off. But whenever we want, we hit a button and the bridge appears. You can go back and forth, hit the other side, and close it off so that no mobs out here can get in except for potentially a spider or an enderman. Everything else is stuck on the outside. So pretty cool there. I need to work on the other 2 bridges still. And then the last thing we have is our Iron Golem Farm / villager breeding cell, which again is this villager here? Is he up? He is up. Maybe we should... I wonder if a villager somehow died. I've heard that some of the old issues with villagers kind of glitching through different blocks and stuff have sort of returned as of late. Maybe there's missing villagers somewhere. Let's see if we can tell. They're both in on that side. Oh, this is gonna sting. Woof. Are they over here? Can I see from this low? It could be, I mean, the golems are spawning, so if they're not in there, it's at least, I mean, most of them are in there still. I'll have to investigate that off camera when I'm done showing you around. I'm wondering if maybe if like one of them glitched out and is gone or something, that would... Hey sheep, come on up. Are you gonna fall in the water? Okay, bye. Maybe one of them's gone. Maybe that's what the issue is. We will look at that later, but for now, let's go ahead. We'll just peek inside and show you what's up. Let's see. Probably come in right here is probably the safest place. Yeah, that'll do. So you can see here is our thing, and this indicates to me that it's off because the carrots are all still grown, and if it was fully breeding they would not be grown, so that's a little weird. They have picked a couple, so it looks like they bred a little bit. Very strange, very strange. Now this guy's going. This guy's playing away. He must have thrown some carrots somewhere. I don't know, I'll have to check. Maybe there is one missing. Maybe there's one missing. But basically, some of you guys I know are probably on my channel. If you've either already seen this. I think an enderman's been in here. There's a block of dirt missing. Anyway, you're probably either you followed the series before, so you've seen this plenty of times, or some of you subscribed from the tutorial about building this particular design that's got a lot of views on my channel, so you probably already know how this works. But for those of you that don't, the village up top, when the guy moves down the water elevator on the outside, it creates one less villager than needed, so all the guys in here breed, and there are way too many in here right now. I might have to come in and kill just a few of these. They're building up a little more than they should be, and that just happens every now and then, because every now and then the babies just decide that they're not gonna jump down, and that's fine. Just go in there every now and then and slaughter a couple, no big deal. And then of course on top, just your basic Doc M, JL, Iron Golem Farm. And the concept is, you just, whenever you want villagers to breed, you hit this. The villager falls out of the village, and the breeder turns on, but there's still enough villagers for the Golem Farm to work, and then when we want them to stop breeding, just reactivate the water, and as villagers do, he will just swim back up to the top. That's interesting. Well, I guess that makes sense. They instantly started breeding. I'm not sure why he's activated, though. How did he get stuff to breed? He just shot the hearts out while he was going. I don't know. We'll investigate that. We'll see what's going on with the system. Make sure all the villages... I think I can see all 3 on this side. Well, anyway, that's I think going to do it for today. There is the Nether. This is just the redstone for the bridge. Yay. There is the Nether. We haven't done a whole lot in there. We walked in there last time, so I won't show it again. I've got the areas in there to eventually make a blaze farm off one of the blaze spawners and make some wither skeleton spawning pads. Let's come up here and have a view. Oh, I left this gate open anyway. But I'm not 100% sure on these retaining walls. I kind of like the wall itself, but I don't know about like just the solid grass and stuff. Maybe put a fence on the front, decorate them a little. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. Where will we be next time? I don't know. We still need to build a sugarcane farm, need to build a guardian farm, need to build a blaze farm, a wither skeletons farm, a slime farm, and other stuff. Plus, I am, as I've kind of mentioned, not really familiar with the newer changes. I believe I stopped playing before my hiatus. I want to say, was it 1.10 was maybe in the snapshots? Something around there, give or take. So I'm not fully aware of all the changes in 1.12 and 1.11, and only somewhat familiar with 1.10. So if there's newer stuff that I should know about, that we should work on, and items we should get, new farms we should build, places we should explore, that sort of thing, let me know, and we can definitely do that together. And we also have the end. This world still doesn't have any kind of Enderman farm, and the new, well, I guess they're not super new anymore, new in the time frame for me. The end world has, all the islands with the end cities and things like that. We did go to them a little bit in this series, but not very much. Didn't do a whole lot, just kind of checked them out a little bit. It's a pretty good view. So, yeah, oh man, with this mountain view, I might have to, we're eventually going to have to change those lights from jack-o'-lanterns to like the sea lanterns or something. Anyway, let me know. What should we do? What are the new things I should know about? And I know there's some cool new stuff. I've looked into it a little bit, but I'm not very familiar with anything. So if there's something I should know about, place to explore, things to build, items to collect, let me know in the comment section below, and we'll check those things out together. And other than that, we'll be working on various farms. We need to build some things. I have no idea what to build in these three corners still. I'm not 100% sure if I can build another breeder in that corner or if it's too close. I'm going to have to count that out. But I know there's no way I can do it in these other two corners. That one might still be too close. So if you have any ideas for things to build in these corners too, let me know. What would look cool? I want it to be somewhat big, but not gigantic. Like the size of this breeding cell is pretty perfect. It could be a little bit shorter, a bit taller, of course, but I don't necessarily want like a to the sky or anything tower. But yeah, any cool ideas for that, let me know. We can work on that. And yeah, I think that's it. So we are all caught up together. Next time we'll figure out what kind of real content to do. But thanks for watching today. As always, this has been Xade. Have a good one. Bye-bye.